Hey guys, today we are back and we are now in the polish phase of our obstacle course animation. I'm very excited, so let's get right into it. Alright you guys, so as I said, we are in the polish phase of this obstacle course animation. There is so much that I can do after this, finishing touch, because we still have time, but I'm gonna do what I can to clean my curves. I already applied the notes that I got from the 2 general reviews I went to, as well as my instructor's notes, and I am really starting to see the weight and everything that the whole point of this class is teaching about weight and physics with character movement. So I am very excited to just, well, I'm looking forward to cleaning those curves and not having something that's going straight when it should be a continuous movement, a constant flow, like that, So I'm very excited to, well, I'm looking forward to working on that. Yeah, it feels pretty good to me, but yeah, I'll show you guys what I did. Alright guys, so here's my animation. So as you can see, the character's climbing the wall, and let me put this in the setup that I always have for Maya real quick so you can see it properly. Alright, so here's the animation. Why are you not playing? Okay, go. Oh my gosh, and yeah, I'm very proud of this. What I will say is, I'm seeing the character that's here in the prison cell. I gotta change her numbers on her stomach to be something significant, even though you can't see it, but I was thinking, well, I won't say it, but I was thinking it. No, I was thinking, yeah, it should be something significant, but I'm unsure what it should be because I want it to be 4 digits, since my character, the guy character, has 4 digits on his chest. Oh wait, I don't know if you can even see it. Yeah, the guy character has 4 digits on the back of his chest. Can you guess the significance of these numbers, you guys? So, that is the number on the guy's back. Now, what do you think the significance of that number is? 1, 2, 2, 3, 12, 23. If you couldn't guess, that is the date when I bought my PC parts and I built my PC, and that basically marked the start of me being able to do everything and anything that I wanted from there on out. So I bought my PC parts December 13. Well, no, what? Why am I saying it wrong? I'm like reading it backwards from my camera. December 23rd, 2023. And conveniently, the 23 is, on the same day, same year, the number is the same. So 12/23 just makes sense. And I'm really glad I built my PC, because not only did it lead me to where I am now and being able to do what I do now, but also I always wanted to do that, when I was using my laptop and then I switched over to PC. Big jump, big difference, that it's like, why didn't I do this sooner? I didn't do it sooner because I didn't know I didn't understand what everything about PCs were, but now I understand, now that I'm in the game, But definitely, I'm also, number 3, I'm glad I did it, because this is like, the crisis that's going on in the world is crazy. You've probably seen the prices of every PC part. It's like, it continues to rise up. The Steam Deck is literally more than what, you know, than what it was originally worth because of the crisis going on. And yeah, I remember when I built my PC, people were like, why are you getting 128 gigabytes of RAM? Well, because I need that RAM for this software, buddy. I need that RAM for this software, for Premiere Pro, for After Effects, for everything. For everything. Or else you'll get that out of memory. Okay, anyway, back to that. Yeah, so that's the story behind, I guess I'm like telling you this whole story, this whole history behind this number. But that's what that number behind this person escaping jail means, okay? The other person is just random numbers that don't have a significance, so there's no story to that other than it's just random numbers. But yeah, this is something I'm very proud of, this animation and how far it has come and what I continue to learn about Autodesk Maya. We don't say that though, we just say Maya. I'm so happy with everything I've been learning about Maya and everything I'm going to keep learning and keep on learning and learning, because, you know, switching between Maya and then using Blender for my own little hobby projects is the best way to learn and the best way to make my brain be like, got it memorized. Me saying that Kingdom Hearts quote, got it memorized. Yep, I'm about to have it memorized, Axel, the more I switch between the softwares. Yeah, basically the note that I did apply, a few notes were about the spacing of the arms. So now I'm just like, okay, if a character is running, you know, you should be doing like that, but there should always be an even amount of spacing, and there shouldn't be holds like like they shouldn't be in the same spot. That's how it was before. The arms were literally in the same spot. Like, I'm gonna show you guys my scene sketch right now. Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys the progression of this project, okay? The scene sketch, the cute little idea I had on the storyboard, and how we got here. And I'm just like, it's crazy. Let me show you guys the evolution of this project, and then we are going to finish cleaning up the curves, and that will be it. It will be it, because I will probably go back and, you know, fix anything else that may be a nice polishy note, and then, you know, because I'm sure I'll probably get, oh, maybe you could do this and like it'll look 10 times better. Alright guys, let me show you guys the evolution of this project in Sync Sketch, okay? This is the storyboard. I made it for fun. I wasn't even required to do this. The first assignment that we had, which was a run and jump, the instructor said, okay, you guys should make a storyboard of your idea. So I did that. And at the same time, he also said you can get your reference, which is the most important thing, is that we have a reference, so we have active movement that we can track and, you know, be able to animate what we see in Maya. But yeah, the storyboard is just, I did it for fun. So I have my nice little concept idea drawn out, and I have an idea of what the set is, and it's, what's crazy is I drew that, and that is literally what it looks like in 3D space though, in 3D space. So as you can see, you got the building, you got the guy that's about to go running, some bushes, the lamppost. Only difference is it's nighttime here, and I think I actually might have a texture, like the, I forget what it's called, you know, the stuff Maya has for the sky with Arnold. I think I actually have that, but I haven't activated it yet because obviously we're focusing on the animation and not the extra details, but we will learn about that. Okay, so here's the animation. So now let me slow it down so you can see what's going on in each little drawing. So, and I made, by the way, I made this in Clip Studio Paint, which I love for 2D animation, definitely. Even though I'm a beginner, like, I have learned so much about that software in so little time of using it, you know, of active use. It's incredible. So yeah, these are the drawings. And that's that. Now, what I will say is, I think when it came to working on that, I definitely felt weird about the project. I definitely felt weird about it because I've never done this like actively, you know? So it's like, it's when you've never done something for a consistent amount of time, it's weird the first time, you know? Okay, I lowered the brightness because it's a little too bright, but as I was saying, yeah, when you do something that you have never done for the first time, or like for a consistent amount, it's weird. At least for me, animating that, because I didn't know, I never knew that, and I think it was through this that I learned. I'm not sure if I don't think I learned in my last class. This class is when I learned that Clip Studio Paint has a feature that lets you see the previous drawing and the next drawing. I didn't know that. Like, I learned a lot from just these little practices, and I learned so much, and it's been fun. That's to say, it's been fun. And it was definitely weird making the drawings because I've never done it before, but I think definitely after this class and knowing what the movements of the body and everything does when you're climbing a wall, yeah, it's like, it's gonna be memorized, like actually gotta memorize. Okay, and then this was like very rough. This is what it looked like before I added extra drawings. So the guy literally, he just teleported to the top of the wall. Like, you see how funny bro just teleported to the top of the wall. Like, it's so funny. But yeah, and this is the reference that we used. I'm gonna show you with my drawovers because that was a lot of work. Alright, now I'm gonna show you the evolution. But first, before we show you the evolution of this project, I'm gonna show you guys what my animation looked like before what I did. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. Let's just show you so you guys like got it memorized, you know. This is what it looks like right now. Now that you've seen that, you can probably go back in the video and like repeat it if you need to. Okay, now let me show you guys what it looks like, what it looked like before I did that. So starting from version 206, and this is what it looked like. Okay, so this is what it looked like before the changes I just made. So you can see it's very different. The guy, he grabs the ledge and then he just bounces down with a not straight arm. The thing is that you have this foot here. Oh, you have this foot here that's sort of curling up, you know? But it's not enough to sell the weight that's happening. And then another thing, the elbows are coming in. But we did not get to that later. We did not get to that yet. Okay, we didn't get to that yet. But when you climb a wall, your elbows are not going to be like which I didn't think about. I haven't, there's probably been like ages since I've climbed the wall. So yeah, since I've climbed the wall. And then the guy here, instead of going up, he's like going like that, you know? He's like going like this. Like this. Instead of going up, like, he's like. So, that's what we did, change. We made the character actually go up in their body instead of staying down on the ground, like in that form. So that's what we fixed. I got a bunch of notes from my instructor, which really helped. And then now we go here. This is where I got some notes here on what to do for the arms. And then I couldn't add the last note because, you know, my instructor wants the character to, you know, have their foot like the reference, which makes sense because that's what I was trying to follow in the first place. Oh, I don't know why it glitched like that. But yeah, I got a note saying you should make the foot plant and not fall. I think maybe what he meant was he wanted to not like suddenly be in the air for too long. I don't know. We'll see what my instructor says about that. But he didn't say anything about that. My instructor said that he just wanted the foot to be like this, basically. So we did that. And then I also got the note about making the body rotate to really show this, like, oh, like you're only able to carry yourself with one arm at the moment, and then your foot is picking you up. And then over here was to fix the arm so that then one is actually reaching first before the other one. And this one was to make it so that, yeah, you're throwing your body up and having a big drop down to show that weight. And I did add that here. And the instructor, I mean the reviewer gave me an A+ because he actually gave me the idea. He was like, is this guy like, is this what's happening here? Like, is he running out of jail? I was like, oh yeah, like to put numbers on his back, you know, so that when you watch the animation you immediately get, oh, jail, because you can put the guy in orange, but you need to put all the details of what makes a prisoner a prisoner, so that you can get instantly know before you even start watching it, you know. So added that, let him know what the numbers meant. I'll definitely add a significant number for the other person too. I just had to come up with a number. But yeah, then he gave me notes. And this one right here about the character on the side made me laugh so hard, because it made me laugh because I'm just like, oh my god, the character that's just the prisoner that's just in prison, she's like this, like, let me take off my glasses, she's like that with her eye, like, instead of following the guy, she's just looking straight that way, like that. And it was so funny because as he was talking about it, he was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk about this. And it was so funny because I'm just like, oh my god, it's funny because as he's talking about it, I understand what he's saying, and it's what makes it so funny, and it makes it like a meme, because the character's really just staring at the wall, like, like, what are you looking at? Like, you're looking like that, you're not even following the character like that, like, you know, like, she would, like, following with her eye, she was really just like that. And he's like, dude, you gotta make the character, you know, continue looking at the prisoner that's running away and escaping, because eventually the character just stopped. It was so funny. That made me laugh so hard. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard. Even after the class, even after my critique, I was laughing so hard after that because So funny. That was the note that he gave me, was like, hey, you gotta make her eye look up. You see what he drew? He made the character's eye look up. On that note of notes, the other notes I got were, yeah, make the elbows be inside, because if you try to carry all your weight with your arms separated, you're gonna fall. And I was like, oh yeah. He was like, you know, if you try to carry all your weight with your arms going like that, you can try, but you're gonna fail, or it's not gonna work. And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'll probably fall and break my neck. I would probably fall and break my neck if I try to carry all my weight and I was having my arms separated instead of inwards like it's supposed to be. It was so funny. Okay, and then the other note was, well, before this, you know, my instructor said, you know, make the body come down more so you really see that weight, because if it's coming down a little bit, you're not gonna, you know, it's not showing weight at all. He basically said that the arm needs to be straight, the legs are gonna be straight too, but the thing is that I didn't really quite do that with the leg here, because in the reference this guy puts his foot on the wall to push up, which is why I didn't do that, you know. And also the thing is that the timing of the reference is not matched to the timing of my animation, because the same reviewer actually gave me a note to speed up the going up motion, you know, the motion of the character going up when they push themselves up to grab the wall on the roof in the first place. He gave me that note, and so the foot cannot be on the ground, even though that's what the reference, it can't be on the ground, because the character pushed himself up to, you know, hold the wall. And if you match the reference to the timing of what I, you know, adjusted it, you'll see that. But yeah, see, he throws himself up, grabs the wall, and his arm is straight. The thing is that there is a motion of bending, but obviously we gotta have the arm straight first to show that weight. You know, there's a motion of bending when they're bringing themselves up, and then yeah, and then over here it was to make the character go higher than what I did, because of the fact that I have this whole rotation going on with the head. So in order for that, you know, that rotation to match up, the little head swivels to match up with the body's motion, you gotta make the jump go higher. And then for some reason, like, when I put that together and then I edit that, I animate that, it makes me remember when I, you know, making like little video edits in After Effects, you know, as like a video editor, and making video edits and trying to match things up to beats and timing so that it flows nicely. See, this is why it's good to like have done things that were not exactly this, but you know, I have an understanding. I have some otherworldly understanding because of that, because of doing that. Okay, and then the other note was fix the spacing of the arm. You know, fix the spacing of the arm so that you know, it flows nicely. Same with this one, and make it just go up instead, which also makes sense. And yeah, those are basically the notes. Fix the arm spacing, height of the body going up and then down, and then fix the, you know, fix the arms here and make them go straight, and then show more emphasis on the toe curling so that, you know, the viewer can see it faster. Make the character's eye look up at the character and actually follow them, and then make the elbows come in. Those are the notes here. I applied them. Now after all that chatter, I'm gonna be quiet and we're going to just fix my curves, and then that'll be it for the night. Put on our headphones, get into animation mode, not editing mode. Okay, we actually said this. I'll get into editing mode later after we finish recording this. Put on your headphones after sipping that water. Close this. Open Maya and get into animation mode. Alright guys, so I actually went to sleep because I needed my rest. So now I'm actually going to finish off cleaning up the rest of these curves as I was already doing with the energy that I currently have from getting my sleep. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I will show you guys the evolution of this animation at the end, since I realized last night that I forgot about that, because I'll only show you guys the revisions and notes. But yeah, see you. Alright guys, I officially finished the curves for the elbows. Okay, they should all be done. Now we're gonna move on to probably the chest. Oh yeah, I think the shoulders are not done. Alright, we'll do more. Yo, this is me when I animate. Hold on. This is me when I animate and listen to music. I'm like, man. Literally goes with the song. I just love being an animator, bro. All thanks to me discovering that game right there and figuring out how to animate. Dun, dun, dun. Mooks! Alright, back to animating now. See, this is why I listen to video game music when I animate, because it's just a whole nother world experience. And it makes sense, because that's what I'm gonna do! Dun, 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 dun. This music is too good. Bum, 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 bum. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for the process of cleaning up the curves for this animation. Man, that was so worth it. Now I'm gonna rest before what I will do next. And let me show you guys the progression of this obstacle course animation, and then we'll end off there. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you the evolution of this obstacle course animation. So of course, the weird storyboard to the next storyboard, my drawings, and this is the alternate view. Off rip, you see the character standing up straight instead of, so just keep that in mind. This is the blocking phase. This is in silhouette mode. It's crazy because there's so much that's missing. Firstly, the character is standing up straight, which is like, okay, I can do a walk, but this isn't a walk animation. To jump, you have to run with that momentum to do it. And yeah, there's like both of the legs are together like that. Then you go here, and yeah, I got a note saying you gotta make them look like they're running, because they're running. But this is it from the side view. Man, it's actually crazy how much I learned from this class. Alright, this is an updated version. I'm not mistaken. Oh no, this is still the same. Never mind. It's the same kind of deal. They're standing up straight. Then this one is like, okay, now they're starting to look like they're running. Okay, as you can see, another thing that I ended up getting told I should change was I actually did exactly what the video reference did, where the guy makes his hand go inwards like this and then go up. That's what I was trying to do, but then they said actually just keep it simple, like going up, being like for the arc that's happening there. And then this is the front view. This was just me seeing like the characters going that way as they're running. And this is Spline version 64. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Now, when I watch it, it's like things are not snappy here. Things are like, like they're very slow. It's not snappy, so it's cool seeing the involvement, honestly. They go so slow, it's so funny. It's like, I want to reach, but I'm gonna do it slowly. Like this part. And I got a note saying that it was too slow as well. I think I can show this. Too slow. Make faster. The reason why it was so slow was because I was matching the way that the video reference was. But, I was matching the timing. But also,
when you watch the reference, you see that they actually go fast. It's just, you know, it kind of messes with your brain when you're doing this for the first time. It's crazy how this part was actually a little bit slow, like with the hand placement. And this little weird thing that happened here, which I fixed, thankfully. Yeah, the involvement is like, it's insane, the involvement. This was the review where they said, hey, you gotta make this character actually motivated to come into this pose. And then this is also, you gotta add the numbers to the back so that you could immediately know they are a prisoner escaping prison, escaping jail. Bounce. It's like a bounce that happens there. For this one, I just gotta make the character like a. It was so funny, that one. Okay. And this is where we got. I am so proud of this. I am so proud of that. It actually blows my mind to see how far we have come and how much I learned. I'm yawning. But it was worth it. It was so worth it. It's so worth it to study at this school. Animschool is worth it if you want to learn animation. 10 out of 10 recommend, and I cannot wait to keep animating and keep learning. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.